this morning we're working on our water system, which we have a 250-gallon tank and a 550-gallon tank that we are putting near the cabin, and we are running our rainwater off into these tanks. The tanks will also be attached to our water system that's pumping from down below so that we can fill the tanks if we ever don't have enough rainwater to fill them. So this is our 250-gallon water tank, and it's going to sit on top of that mound. And then this is our 550-gallon water tank, which will sit right below it. The water that we pump up from the creek will have a lot of sediment and stuff in it. So this first tank is a sediment tank, so that as the tank fills, the sediment will fall to the bottom. The water will run over to the next tank, which will then go in the 550-gallon tank. And from that tank, we have a pump that we can turn on using the generator, and hopefully in the future we'll just have like a switch in the house that will pump it up to the top tank above the cabin so that it can be gravity fed back down without any power. So right now Dylan's just making a flat spot below that tank, and then gonna make a flat spot on top of this mound for the two tanks to sit on. Here's our trash pile from all this we took out of the cabin, and all that was a fallen shed. Once all that's gone, it'll be really nice. Longer, it's elongated, so we can turn it. So we have this tank here. This is the pipe from down below, and then this one is a little bit higher than this one so that it can run into that one once this one's full. And hopefully this one will catch all the sediment, be the first filter. So this is our pool pump at the creek. The water's coming down from the pond and it's being pumped up to the cabin. There she is.
Good pressure.
Clean looking, right?
Yeah.
So down here to run the pool pump, we're using the generator right now, but in the future, we're hoping to run the ram pump. But just for time's sake, we've been using the pool pump and the generator so we can go faster. My dad also had a really good point that, so when it rains, we'll have enough rainwater. And when it rains, the pond gets really muddy and murky, so you don't really want to use that water in your house, you know. But all the times when we are out of rainwater, then the pond will have settled. So you guys saw the water up there that's coming in. There's like, hasn't rained for a while, it looks like. And so the water, all the sediment has fallen to the bottom of the pond, and the water's a lot more clear than when it rains. So it's perfect. Use whatever you got, string it through the hole. Further. Come on, baby. Here she comes. Alright, we got her this time. Everything correct? Nice.
What do you mean this is the first time?
That's true, right? We didn't mess up at all.
Cool. Yeah, I want to put this one.
You should be a big farmer. Getting our ram pump working. We bought it off of Land to Home, the YouTube channel, where it just you have to have your water coming down at a high speed or from a higher elevation, and then it'll pump your water up the hill by itself with no electricity. So anyways, we're working on that now. And I'm walking the water line as my parents prime the ram pump. So here's where our water line is. It's just through the woods. And then it goes all the way up there. Up right there is the cabin. And I'm just feeling the hose. It has water in it, and it actually does. So that's really good. The elevation is pretty steady until right here we have to get up this really steep part up the hill. So hopefully that's enough power to push us up. Okay, so I've walked the whole line. It's almost there. Here's our water from the other day, so you can see right to the bottom. So that's the purpose of this sediment tank. All the sediment will sit right there in the bottom, so there's all the dirt. And so the water's one step cleaner. We're waiting for the water to come out of this spout. I don't know if you can see, but it's moving. I'm so excited. We've tried this so many times. And really, the thing we were doing wrong is it just takes a long time, and you have to have patience for the water to make it all the way up the hill. So I'll be so happy when water starts coming out of this bad boy. Okay, I'm about to finish cleaning out this last tank. It's got a little bit of sediment left. This is all just iron buildup in the water tank. That's what all the red is. You barking at me? Huh? So we have the water set up, and it should pump all the way up this hill so we can clean it out and then fill this with water. There's the cabin down there. All right, he's just turned on the generator, so we'll see. You can feel it there? Come on, give us 10 feet. It appears that our pump isn't strong enough to pump up this hill. So we're gonna need a new pump, stronger pump. We have a 1 horsepower pool pump. How far up do you think this is?
That's what I'd like to know. I should have brought my front compass because I think you could figure out one thing you do is you fill it up.
This close to running water.
Nah.